In a land of beauty and abundance, there lived a prince. He had a beautiful palace and vast fields of land. And although the prince's life looked perfect and complete, he always felt that his life was missing something. So one day he decided to go on a journey to find his happiness. As he ventured deep into the jungle, he stumbled upon a breathtaking sight, a magnificent deer, its beauty rivaling the wonders of the forest itself. Despite being enchanted by the deer's grace and elegance, the prince was struck by one thought. If only I could possess the rarest scent in the world from that deer's musk, perhaps then I would find happiness. So he ordered his men to hunt the deer down to extinction. But still, he felt something was terribly missing. Then one day he sat by the river bank, watching how a swarm of salmon fish were jumping in and out of the water. He then thought, my happiness is trapped with those happy fish. So if I can get my men to build dikes and dams and block the river from the ocean, then I can get all these fish stay in my kingdom, and this will bring me happiness. So he did, but he still felt something was terribly missing. As time passed and seasons changed, so did the kingdom. The lush greenery turned pale, and the river was depleted of its fish. Animals looked up, felt scared and miserable. The prince's misery also deepened. In desperation, he reached out to a woman he had heard had fallen from the sky one day and possessed all the answers. Please guide me out of my misery and I will do anything, he pleaded. Suddenly, a weak woman appeared before him. Her eyes, a beautiful shade of brown, reminded him of the deer whose head was mounted like a trophy on his wall. Her ivory dress were the color of the tusks that decorated his palace. Her cheeks glowed with a pink warmth, like the joyful salmon that used to inhabit his river. From behind the bars, the princess yelled, free me, please. The prince was distraught and confused. Who is this woman and how can I liberate her? Her misery is yours, Sky Woman replied. Your destinies are intertwined, she said. Seek out the lichen, live their lives, and you both shall be liberated, she said. The prince looked night and day in search of the mystery lichen, until he found a rock that has a fuzzy layer on it. How is it possible that you hold the secret to life? Asked the prince. The secret lies in symbiosis, the lichen answered. It's in how my fungus and algae coexist in a mutual exchange. In the relationship of respect, interconnectedness, and reciprocity, they both can thrive. Overwhelmed by the encounter, the prince became haunted by the fear that he may never be able to free the woman. And for this, he will forever be miserable. Then he remembered the princess' brown eyes, her ivory dress, her pink cheeks, and something cleared up. He rushed to his kingdom, freeing all the animals. He opened the dikes, he forbid hunting, and he shared his abundance with the poor. The kingdom thrived again, and the prince was finally happy.